Yeah, good morning. Uh, Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, okay, it's clear, right? Done. So let's start the session. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the pandas. Just in the previous class, we have done on the small data set. So in the today's class, we are going to load the somewhat big size of data set, and we are going to apply the concepts of whatever we have discussed earlier in the pandas. So just first step is I'm going to import the whatever the Excel. I'm going to load the data. The first step is load the data. So I'm just trying to load the data through using the Excel file. So I have explained for you the how to read the Excel file. Read Excel. Okay. And after reading the Excel file, so df.head function. df.head function means it is going to give the first 5 records. df.tail. df.tail means it is going to give the last 5 records. When you try to load the Excel file or when you try to load the CSV file, what are the number of records it might be? It will give the first 5 records and last 5 records. It will not load all the records. Okay, when you are trying to, it means it will load, but it will not print. So here I'm loading the tips.excel file, but it is going to display. While displaying, it is displaying only the first 5 records dot and last 5 records. Now, if you want to see all the records, what other records are there? Every record, if you want to see, there is an option called as pd.set option. Display maximum rows is equal to none. You have to write here none. If you write here none means it is going to display all the rows. Every row it will be displayed. So now one more time, if I execute this one, after executing the code, if I execute this one, now you can see all the rows. How many rows are there? Every row you can see, but there will be no use. Generally, once we load the data, there will be no use of displaying all the records. It is just displaying. So what are the Excel sheet is there? If you scroll the Excel sheet or if you scroll this one also, both are same. There will be no use. Unnecessarily your system will be slow. I mean the pandas will be slow whenever it has to display all the records. So generally what we'll do is instead of displaying all the records, we will load the first 5 records. Sir, even why the first 5 records? df.head means by default it will take the 5 records. In the bracket, if you write 5, it will take the by default 5. Otherwise, if you are writing here 2 only, it will display only 2 records. Head means first, the meaning of first. If you write here 10 means first 10 records, 15 means 15 records. Head indicates first. By default number, if you don't write any number, it takes the 5. Similarly, tail. Tail means last. It indicates the last 5 records. Okay, it is going to display the last 5 records by default. If you write 1 means last 1 record only will be displayed. Okay, now generally what we'll do is once we load the data, we will write here df.head. Why we'll write the df.head means whether we have loaded the correct Excel file or not, to check that one. So whenever we load the data, for example, I'm restarting the kernel one more time. Okay, so I'm going to import the pandas as PD. After loading the data, instead of even printing the df like this, will not even print the df. First we'll write in the df read underscore excel and we'll load the Excel file. After that, directly we'll print the df.head only. We will not even print the entire df also because there is no use. What is the purpose of printing df? Whether we have loaded a correct one or wrong one, to check that one only. For checking that one, even the head also is sufficient. So whether we have loaded a correct data set or a wrong data set. Now this data set consists of, it is a restaurant data set, where in the restaurant there is with respect to each customer, what is the total bill amount they have paid and what is the tip amount they have given along with the bill. It is a US data set. Okay. Yes. It is a US data set where based on the US data set, we are having first, this is US restaurant where we are having the total bill in terms of dollars, Similarly, the tip also in terms of dollars and cents. And gender, whoever the person has paid the bill. And a smoker, whether the person is a smoker or a non-smoker. And day, on what day they have visited the restaurant. And what time. And size means in terms of how many members, number of members. So here you are having in terms of size, and here two members are there. Two members might be male and female, or two males or two females, anything. Here who has paid the bill only is there. Okay, total how many members has came, what are the genders of each member, that details are not there here. So whatever the data was provided to us, we will analyze within the data. Right? Now, head function will give you the first 5 records. Tail function will give you the last 5 records. Other than first 5 records and last 5 records, if you are interested with any of the records, you have to use the df.ilog. By using the ilog, you are going to extract the whatever the records you are interested. That might be middle, that might be bottom, that might be somewhere else in the entire Excel sheet, wherever you want. Okay, by using the ilog function. Right? Now, next df.tail. Now df.tail will give the last 5 records. Next df.shape. Shape means total number of rows, comma, total number of columns. So here 244 records with 7 columns are there. And df.size. Size means 244 into 7. And if you want exclusively, then this is number of records, comma, number of columns. I want only the number of records. Number of records you are going to get by using the df.shape, because shape will give you the tuple. For the tuple, we are going to apply the indexing of 0. Index of 0 of this tuple will give the number of records. Tuple of index of 1 will give you the number of columns. So this gives the number of records, and this gives the number of columns. And df.keys. df.keys will give the all the column names. df.columns will give the all the column names. df.dtypes. What dtypes will give? Each column data type. So since this column, whatever this column is there, in this we are having in terms of float values, it is going to be the float. This column float value is float. This is a text column, object. This is a object, and this is object. And what about this one is int, because we are not having the number of members in the float variable. All right. So here we are going to get the output in this way. For example, here size, you have found some kind of float. Okay, then it is we have to cross check where the missing where the wrong data is there. For example, in the entire data, maybe one of the value might be size is 2.3. There might be some data will be there. It is considered as a wrong data, and we have to replace. So when we should know that whether wrong data is available inside that or not means by seeing the D types. If any of the wrong data type is there, it should be actually this data type. But if it is in the wrong data type, then automatically we'll check that one. Is the point is clear? Now df.info. What df.info will give? Records, columns, along with the column names, column index numbers, along with the D types. All the options it will give. So rows, number of rows will be given, number of columns, and each column name and column index number along with the data types. Right? If you want to rename any of the column, for example, here I am trying to rename the column name called as sex into gender. Okay, sir, it is as per the syntax only now, sir. Why you are replacing them? What is the reason? Generally, when you have to rename the column name is if it is not as per the syntax. If it is as per the syntax, you don't need to rename. Instead of using this word in the class for multiple times, just I'm using that word called as gender. Okay. Now to check the missing values. How to check the missing values means df.isNull.sum will give the missing values. And what is about unique? Unique means it gives the unique values of each column. What are the column you are selecting? That column unique values. What is NUnique? NUnique means number of unique values. And value counts. What is value counts means each category along with their counts. Even it is a small data, whether it is a large data also, logic remains same. Even it is 10,000 records data set, even it is 50,000 records data set also, logic will remain same. Unique values, what are the unique values are available in that column? What are the total number of unique values are available in that column? And what are the each category and their counts? We are going to get the using the value counts. Next, we are having in terms of extracting or accessing the data. If you want to select any particular column, for example, I want to select the column called as smoker. Now, where the smoker column is there? Okay, first I'm going to write here DF. What are my DF is there? I'm printing the DF. This is the smoker column. Now, if I want to extract the smoker column, what is the index number of smoker column is third index number. If you manually count 0, 1, 2, 3. If you are, for example, 50 to 60 columns are there. In that case, if you are not able to count, in that case, what we have to do is df.info. Already you have written the info now. In that each and every column, their index numbers will be given. So here you can see the index numbers. Sir, index numbers, okay. What about the row index numbers? Row index numbers will not be there now. If column index numbers are there in the info, what about the row index numbers? For example, a particular row I want to select, then that is the reason display maximum number of records. Okay, display maximum number of records is there now. So that if you display, all the numbers also will be displayed, right? By default, the index name and index numbers are same for the rows. By using the display maximum records, you are going to get each and everything. Next, what is the other option? I'm going to create a separate new column. What is that column I'm going to create is serial number. Some new column I'm trying to create. What I'm going to give in this means np dot arrange of total how many records are there? 244 records. So I'm writing here 244. np dot arrange of 244 means what is the meaning? 0 to 243. So it is going to add the 0 to 243 and it is going to create a new column. So it is asking what is NP. So I'm trying to import the NumPy also here. Import NumPy as NP. Now see, you are getting the serial number. Now, obviously you can know with respect to whichever the rows you are interested, you can get that one also here. Either in the index names and index numbers default are the same. And if you want, you can add a new column also as per your choice. Separately, you can add the numbers. Is the point is clear? Next, how to extract now single column. How to extract the data of a single column with all the records means, for example, I want the gender column. For gender column, what is the index number? 2. So I'm going to write here df.ilog colon 2 means gender column will be selected. Similarly, even if you write by using the log, gender column will be selected, or by using directly the df of gender. Instead of using ilog or log, directly we are using this one. And if you are using in terms of double bracket, what is the difference between the single bracket versus double bracket means? Single bracket indicates 1D, it is 2D. 1D means 1D series because it's a pandas. In the pandas, 1D means series. In the NumPy, 1D means array. Okay, here double brackets are there means it is a 2D data frame. If you ask what is the type, if you ask the type of this, on this if you apply the type function, you can see clearly it is a data frame. If you apply the type function on this single bracket, what is the type function means? It is going to be the series. Okay, is the point is clear? Now, sir, single column series possible, for single column data frame also possible. Now, if I want to extract the multiple columns, for multiple column series is possible? No. Multiple columns only, meaning is it is a combination of multiple series. Multiple series means data frame. So the moment you extract the multiple columns, that is list of columns, automatically you are going to get the output as data frame only. And if you want to convert to array, you are going to use the dot values. Dot values will give the 1D array. What is the difference between this one versus this one? df of gender. What are the gender column you are having? What is the difference between these two means? this is a 1D series. If you ask what is the type means, it is a series type. If you ask what is this one means, it is a array type. If you apply the dot values, it is going to give the array type. Okay, sir, I want to check the endim means dimension. Series, okay. Series type function will give the series, but I want the dimension. Dot endim will give the one dimension. Similarly, this one also, whatever you are writing here, this type function, instead of type function, write dot endim. Dot endim will give you the one dimension. So it is one dimensional array. It is a one dimensional series. If you want to check whether series or array means type, you have to use the function type. If you want to see the dimension means, you have to use the endim. And here also, now what is the endim of this one means? It is a two dimensional. Obviously two columns are there means two dimensional. Is the point is clear? So how to extract two columns means by like this. Sir, same thing you are explaining now. Yesterday also you explained the same thing now. Today also you are explaining the same thing now. Then what is the difference means? Only difference, yesterday we have executed on a small data set of 5 records. Now we are executing on a large data set. That is the difference. There is no difference. Whether it is a 5 records, whether it is 20 records, whether it is 500 records, whether it is 10,000 records also, how to extract a single column will remain same. DF of writing the single column name. How to extract the multiple columns means the concept remains same. DF of writing multiple columns. Okay, if you want to select a particular rows, single row, how to select a single row means just you are going to write this one, df dot ilog. For example, let us take like this, df, I'm printing here df. I want the first row. What is the index number of first row means 1. So this one I'm writing here. Now the same answer will be displayed here. What are the 10.34, 1.66, everything same. For example, if you want the multiple rows, if you are extracting the data with multiple rows, instead of single row, you are selecting the data of multiple rows as per your choice. This is multiple rows. So multiple rows means you are going to write the list of row numbers. What are the row index numbers are there? So if you want to write the names means we have to use the log. Log means it is considered as the name. ilog means it is considered as the index number. So like this you are going to extract along with the selected rows, along with the selected columns. So list of rows you are going to write, list of columns also you are going to write. Then only those particular rows along with those columns only will be selected. Okay, is the points are clear guys, everyone? Now coming to how to add a new column. Already I have told you how to add a new column. See, yesterday when I have added a new column, how I have added a new column is by writing like this, df.ilog or df of a column name. What are the column name? Right side I have given with the list of values. Now since there is a 5 records are there, I have written the 5 values. Here 244 rows are there now. How many values I have to write on the right side means 244 values I have to write. So since I can't show you that example, that is the reason yesterday we have worked on the small data. When we work on the small data, the concepts will be easy to understand. For example, let us take this one only, this data set. Now I want to apply the group by function, df of group by of gender. If I apply the gender column, what are the gender column group by? What happens? Male records, female records will be separated. And within that tip dot mean or tip dot minimum, min dot min. What will you give? Within the male, what is the minimum tip was given? Within the female, what is the tip was given? Now you'll understand that one. But if I'm having 244 records, when I have to separate the 244 records, two groups, how I have to show it to you? Yesterday 5 records are there, so I have clearly written this is the group, this is the group. In each group, tip column will be selected. In that group also table will be there. In this group also table will be there. In the each table, tip column was separated. And for the tip column, minimum value is applied. Now this concept I can explain for a small data set. Now for large data set, how I have to do? Now here, how we can do for the large data set means just observe this one. How we are going to select the data within the selecting the data only. How we are going to select the data by using the lock or iLock, all these things we have discussed, right? And df of gender, what are the gender, is equal to male. Now what happens? Male records are separated, okay, based on the condition. By writing the single condition. What is the condition? Gender is equal to male. In this data frame, only male records are there. Now within this data frame, I want tip column. In this data frame only, not in the original one. In this data frame, I want tip column. What I have to do? You have to add the bracket with the tip. So if you are selecting df of tip means this column is selected on the overall data frame. But left side you are having the male data frame only. For the male data frame, you are applying the tip column. So now I'm separating the tip column for the male data. Okay, I'm separating the tip column of the male data. And in this dot min gives you minimum value. So what is the minimum value of the tip amount by the male means with respect to $1. Similarly, I'm going to write df of gender is equal to female. And that same first I'm going to separate the female data. This is the female data, exclusively female data. And what are the female data is there? And in that I'm applying the tip. Means tip column was selected. And for this, what is the minimum value? What is the minimum value was given is $1. Or let us ask in terms of maximum value. What is the maximum tip amount? Means $10 by the males. And what is the maximum amount of tip by females? Means 6.5. Now let us see the same thing by using the group by. Instead of writing 2 lines of code like this, just I'm applying the group by function. Group by gender wise. I'm going to separate them the gender wise. And in each group, I'm going to select the tip column and dot max. What is the output you are going to get? df of group gender, small letter G. Na? Okay. So female of 6.5, male of 10.0. Same answer. Is the point is clear? So you have separated the male records. You separated the female records. Within the female records, again you are selecting the tip column. Is the point is clear for everyone? Anyone has any questions on this? No, right? Now, similarly, if you apply the df of gender dot value counts. What is the meaning of value counts? Category and their counts. So if I separate here male records, these are the male records. For the male records, if I want to see total number of records, how to see the total number of records of male? How to see? Just we are going to apply the dot shape. Dot shape will give you the rows and columns, but I want only the rows. What I have to do? Index of 0. So what is the number of rows? 157. And similarly for female also dot shape. And after that 0. What is the number of records? 87. Same answer. So in the back end of this value counts, it is applied. The same thing was applied. So once you are asking the value counts, first it will check the what are the unique values. Male and female. So first it will separate the male records. Later it will separate the female records. For the male records, what is the total number of records are there? It will calculate separately. For the female records, it is going to calculate separately. First you will check the unique values. That is the backend code. Is the points are clear? Now, yes. Sorry. Rows. Axis 0 is rows. Axis is equal to 1 is columns. In pandas, it is opposite to NumPy. In the NumPy, axis is equal to 0 means column. axis is equal to 1 means row. This is for NumPy. For pandas, it is opposite. For pandas, axis is equal to 1 indicates column and axis is equal to 0 indicates a row. What? No, it will take normally only. So whenever you are asking some coding related questions, I mean, what are the code you have executed and in what are the error you are getting in the coding, just you can show the code and you can, because what before you have used, I don't know, right? In that what you have written the before cell, that before to that cell, what you have written, after that what you have written, or spelling mistake, I don't know anything now. So yesterday, to be more precise, one of the student has told me like this, sir, A is equal to 10. Okay, he has written the A is equal to 10. And after that, he has written the del A. So first he has executed del A is equal to 10. Del A, he has executed. After executing this one, he has executed the print A. Okay, now what is the answer of print M is name error. But what he has done is he has deleted this one. And he has deleted and he has brought to me like this. Sir, here A is equal to 10 is there, but I'm printing A, but I'm getting the name error, sir. What is the reason, sir? He asked the question like this. Now then I asked a very silly question. Here 59 is there, here 61 is there. Where is 60? Where is 60 in between? So whenever you are bringing a notes to me, so if you open my, what are the PDFs I have shared to you? In the PDFs, every cell serial number will be the same. So before uploading the notes to you, I will restart the kernel and I will execute everything in the sequential order. After that only I will upload that PDF. Because while doing this one, I may come back front and back like this, right? So for example, here I am explaining this one. Again, I may move to the top. Again, I may execute some code there. How you can remember that one? Sir has executed this one in the class. After this one, he has went back, and how you can remember all these things? That is not possible now. So before sharing to others, we have to share that first we have to execute everything in the sequential order. Then only we have to show to others. Okay. And this is one of the example. One more person is there. He has brought the print like this. And sir, I'm getting the some kind of error like this. He has really executed A only. A is equal to 10. And he has brought the error like this. Then I told that print is small p. But before showing this one to me, he is asking normally. Orally he is asking. What he is asking means, sir, in the Jupyter Notebook, print function is not working. This is orally has told. Why print function will not work? Print function will work. No, sir, Jupyter Notebook is not working, sir. In my laptop, it is not working, sir. How it will be? Just bring the laptop. And then he has brought the laptop and I have observed P is caps lock. P is caps lock means not only the Jupyter Notebook, in none of the IDEs of Python will work. So whenever you are asking coding related questions, and some of the students will be there, they will also ask the questions. They'll take the screenshot of this one only. Up to this part, they'll take the screenshot and they'll add to the mail. Sir, I'm getting the error like this. I don't want the screenshots. I want with respect to entire Jupyter Notebook. So that I will also execute whatever the order you have executed. So Python depends on the order of execution. Suddenly, if you bring this a new one and if you're showing, for example, df of new is equal to df of age plus 10. Age column only is not there. Now, how it will work? For another batch, I may have used any some example. Any one of the student has asked some question and I have written something here, maybe. So this is not related to us. So that is the reason I will delete like this in between. Something I will delete now. When you are observing, some cells I am deleting, right? Because that examples are discussed for exclusively. When I'm explaining, one of the student will stop and he'll ask a doubt. Instantly, I will explain with an example. I will load something and I will explain something. How I can remember for which student what example I have explained? Is the points are clear? Now, coming back to this, filtering. How to extract the single column is, sorry, based on the single condition means we are going to write wherever the smoker is equal to no. Means all the records are selected based on the no. What are the records are there? Every record of non-smokers. Okay. Now one of the student is asking the question in the chat box. Sir, DF of DF, what is this of female? What is the meaning of this? Tell me guys, what is the meaning of this? In the last class, tell me. Okay, just let me ask this student only. Ankur, first can you tell me how to extract the data based on the condition? My requirement is yesterday. Have you attended yesterday's class? Ankur. Okay. If you have attended the yesterday's class, yesterday we have executed some small data set, right? Now, for example, if I want here, wherever the gender is not gender, wherever the day is equal to Sunday, how to select the data? How to select the data, guys? Ankur, yesterday, if you have attended yesterday's class, how to select the day is equal to Sunday? Based on the condition, how to select the data? Whether you know or not, yes or no, could you please type? I'm waiting for you. If you don't know, miss, just type with respect to no. Okay. Before confused, you are saying the answer is confused. Before answering your question, just I'll ask one more question. Later I'll answer your question also. Now, have you practiced yesterday or not? After sharing the notes, have you practiced or not? Yes or no? After the class, have you done the practice or not? Ankur, either yes means yes, no means no. If you answer yes also, I will explain the what are the doubt you are having. If you say no also, I'll explain the doubt. But before to that, Ankur, could you please answer quickly to type yes or no? How much time it will take? Either yes or no. Anything is okay. 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 Done. Left the meeting. Done. Okay. So the point is, if you are attending the class and what are the points you are writing in the notes after the class, you have to practice. If you don't practice, the answer is called as confusion. Now, here, as per the question, here df of day is equal to Sunday. If I require Sunday records, df of day is equal to Sunday. What is the output of this one, guys? True or false. For every record, it will give the output as true or false. But I want the records which are true. Then what I have to do? In the starting, we have to write the df of bracket. Then you are going to get the output as the records which satisfies the condition. Records which satisfies the condition. If you don't write df of, if you write only one df of day is equal to Sunday, the output is true or false because it is a comparison operator. Comparison operators will always give the true or false. Okay. And once you write df of like this, it gives in terms of output. Next, df of this one. df of gender is equal to female. So female, what is female means? In terms of you're going to get all the female records. All the female records are separated. Now, what is the meaning of this? Not equal to female. Not equal to female means other than female records. Other than female. So for example, when here I'm having only two categories. I'm having only two categories. What are the two categories means? One is male and one is female. Not equal to female I can write, or simply I can write equal to male also. But assume if I'm having four categories like df of day dot day dot unique. Now let us see in the unique, how many categories are there in the day? Four categories are there. Assume if I want other than Saturday, everything, like Sunday, Thursday, Friday, 3 of them I required. So we can write the records is equal to df of day is equal to Sunday, or df of day is equal to Thursday, or df of day is equal to Friday. This is option number 1. df of day is equal to either it should be Sunday, or sir, why or sir? We can't use end. End means in a single record how both will be there. Any one only will be there now. Either Sunday will be there or Saturday will be there. How both will be there? Never the condition will be satisfied. So or only we have to use. Since we are using the multiple conditions, we have to write in the brackets like this, parenthesis. So this is Sunday. df of day is equal to Sunday. Second one is df of day is equal to Thursday, and or df of day is equal to Friday. Okay, total 3 conditions. Out of so now the records I'm going to get which satisfies any one of them, or miss any one. So which of the records satisfies with respect to Sunday, Thursday, or Friday. Instead of writing like this, simply we are going to write not equal to Saturday. So if you write here not equal to Saturday, in that case also you are going to get the same number of records. Bracket, let me close the bracket. So same 157 records. What are the records? 157 records you are having. Same 157 records you are going to get here. So this not should be used. Where we'll use generally not miss when we are having the multiple categories. For example, here 4 categories are there. So we have written 3 conditions like this. For example, 20 categories are there. 20 categories are there, and in that only 1 category you required. Remaining categories you don't require miss. Then so simply we are going to use the other than that. Okay, is the point is clear, guys? Now similarly, how to write the multiple conditions, either of and or. Now there is one more operator called as is in. Now what is meant by is in? Is in means membership operator. If it is available within the Saturday and Sunday. One more time, just take an example like this, guys. Days, what are the days we are having miss? This is not the that data set, it is another example, different example. Okay, where I'm having Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Total 7 days are there. All the 7 days are there. Now in this all the 7 days, I want particularly Wednesday. I want particularly only Wednesday. Only Wednesday. What I have to do? df of day equal to Wednesday. What are the Wednesday you are having? This one you are writing in the df. Then condition satisfied records will be selected. Okay, exclusively Wednesday, this one. Now I don't want other than Wednesday everything. Other than Wednesday means same df of day is equal to Wednesday other than means not equal to. Now I want the days Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. These 4 I want. 4 I want. Now what I have to do? Either day is equal to Monday, or day is equal to Wednesday, or day is equal to Friday, or day is equal to Sunday. Instead of writing like this, df of day in, I'm going to use in. Okay, directly I can't use the in. So here there is a function called as is in. Now I'm going to give the is in. What are the list of days I want means Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So if I write like this, so it is going to select the days which are in this list. So wherever the condition is true, that data will be selected, df of. So if you don't write the df like this, what is the output you are going to get? First, it will check the first record, whether the first record is in these 4 categories, either true or false. Second record, whether this one in the 4 categories. Third record in the 4 categories. Every time it is checking membership, whether that record is in the member of this list. It is applying the membership operator, and according to that, it is going to give the output. Is the point is clear? That is in operator. So for example, if I want a Tuesday also, now I can select like this. What are the options I can select means, here directly I can write the Tuesday, or second option I can write with OR condition. 5 OR conditions I can take. Or one more option also is there. What is that one more option means? Other than these two. So first I will write these two, other than that. Other than that means not equal to. So like this, different options you can select. Is the point is clear? Out of all the options, which option is best means this option. When you want multiple categories, go with in. If you want single one, go with this one. Other than that, everything means go with this one. Multiple means blindly go with the in. This is the best option. Is the point is clear? You want single day na multiple days. Single day means single day you write. Multiple days means write here multiple days. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? So like this, you are going to extract the data. So like this, we are going to select the data. And already I told you what is meant by crosstab. What is the crosstab meaning? Sorry, not crosstab, group by. What is the group by meaning? It is going to group the records. Now tell me, df of group by of time. What is the meaning up to here? Based on the time, it is going to separate the groups. First, let us cross check. Let us cross check here. df of time. First, let us see the unique values. In the backend, what it is apply? Unique values first it will apply. What are the unique values are there? Dinner and lunch. Now, how many groups it is going to create? 2 groups. What is the backend code? How to create the 2 groups? How to create the first group? df of time, which is equal to dinner. This is the group 1. So group 1 records are separated. Okay, separated. How to separate the group 2 records? df of time is equal to lunch. Okay, group 2 records are also separated. Group 1 records are separated. Group 2 records are separated. Now, okay, up to this one is completed. After this, what is the meaning of this one? In each group, total bill is selected. In each group. In this group also total bill selected. In this group also total bill was selected. Dot mean. What is the meaning of dot? What is the meaning of this? It is going to apply the mean value of the total bill. So for this group, it is applying mean. For this group also, it is applying the mean. Now, 2 values you are going to get. So this one, just I'm trying to print. Without print, this will not be printed. Okay, when you are having the multiple things, you have to use the print. So now I'm using the print. Now, what is the print? Dinner time. What is the dinner time with respect to average bill amount is 20.79. So here, whatever this one is there, I'm writing within the print, comma. And second unique value, lunch, comma. So dinner time, what is the average value is 20.79. For lunch, what is the average value is 17.16. Let us cross check here. Same answer. This is the backend code. Is the point is clear now? Detail I have explained in the last class on a small data set. How it is separating the records of each group. Clear, guys? Now, this is a group by function and all these things. Now, next comes to the crosstab. Now, what is crosstab? Crosstab means nothing but at a time selecting the 2 text variables. Text variables are also called as categorical. Okay. Now, see here. I'm going to write here. Just tell me, guys. Now, here, I'm going to take the 2 columns. What are the 2 columns means? One is gender column. One is gender column. And one is time column. Now, first let me ask the question so that you tell the answer. Forget about cross tab. I have not explained for you cross tab, so forget about that one. Don't tell cross tab because you don't know anything that one now. Forget about that. Now my question is, how many people are there? How many males are there? How many males are there during dinner time? How many males are there during the dinner? This is the question. Now tell me answer for this. Anyone? Huh? DF of gender equal to male. So first you are going to take the male. Okay. After rename now. I have already renamed now. Just I came back to show you the, otherwise let me bring this one bottom only. Okay. Why to write on the top? Let us bring on the bottom. DF. This is the DF. Okay. Now DF of gender is equal to male. Okay. After this, what is the next one? And so this is condition 1. So you are saying this one as a condition 1. Okay. Condition 1. And DF of time. Whatever the time is that, time is equal to dinner time. Right? Okay. Let me take the DF outside like this. Now my question is, how many records? My question is, how many now? Not the data set. This will give the data. Okay. But I want the number of records. Dot shape in 0. So total how many are there? 124 are there. Male with dinner, 124 people, 124 records are there with male with dinner. Now similarly, male with lunch also. Male with lunch. How many data are there with males with lunch? So here the same thing I'm going to take. Here instead of dinner, I'm going to write the lunch. This is the answer. 124 and 33. Done. Nice. Question 1. Question 2. What is the question 1 means? How many records are there with males along with the dinner? Male and dinner. Right? Now, along with this, I asked the second question. How many males are there with the lunch? For the 2 questions, you have given the answer. Now, question number 3. Now, let us see this question number 3. What is the question number 3 means? How the gender distribution, gender or males, what are the males are there? Within the males, what is the lunch and dinner? I want lunch and dinner. How many records of male along with the dinner in a single question? Now you have taken the 2 different like this now. Now what I'm going to do, first I'll take the DF of gender is equal to male. Okay, first this is separated. Okay, within that time means time column was selected. Now dot value counts. Now tell me what is the output I'm going to get? What is the output? So within the first, what is the first step I'm writing? Male. Male records are separated. Okay, male records are separated. Within the male records, I want the time column value counts. What I have to do? For time column value counts I want. What I have to do? Generally forget overall data frame, how to get the value counts of time column? DF of time dot value counts. This is overall data. That overall data is here male data. Instead of overall data, male data. Within the male data, time. I'm going to take time dot value counts. So if I add here time variable separated. For this value counts. This value counts is applied on the overall data or male data? It is only on the male data. And how many males are there in the dinner time is 124. How many of them are in the lunch means 33. Same answer. Is the point is clear? Instead of writing like this separately, simply you have written like this. Sir, why you have written this one separately like this? If I ask the question for you, what is the question? How many records are there? How many records are there with mail, with maize and dinner? If this is the question, this is the answer. You cannot tell the value counts. Then this is only the answer, correct answer. Whatever you have told is correct answer. For that question, that is the answer. How many records are there with maize and lunch? How many records are there with maize and lunch? This is the answer, no doubt. But here the question is, I want the maize. How many maize are there? How many records? How many records of maize with lunch and dinner? Lunch and dinner separately. If this is the question, this is the answer. For that question, that is the answer. For that question, that is the answer. For this question, this is the answer. Now, similarly, okay, males only you have taken, but I want females also. Same way, females also. How many records are there of females? Females with both lunch and dinner. With both lunch and dinner. Now, in this case, what is the point? Same thing you are going to take. Now, what we have to write here? Instead of male, we have to take the female. Now, what is the output you are going to get? Means within the female, how many of them are in the lunch time? How many of them are in the dinner time? Now, next question. Next question is, I want overall distribution of the distribution of gender with the time. Distribution of gender with the time. With the time. What is meant by with the time is, I want in terms of both male and female. Gender distribution with the time. Gender distribution means whatever the genders are there along with the all the times. A combination of all of them. So in that case, we are going to apply the concept called as crosstab. What is the meaning of crosstab? Means here gender. What is meant by gender? In the gender, how many unique values are there? Female and male. Female and male. Alphabetical order. Next, in the time, what is the unique values are there? 2. What are the 2 unique values? Lunch and dinner. That is dinner and lunch. Now you are going to get like this. This value will be filled with the both female and dinner. Female with dinners, how many are there? Female with dinners, how many are there, guys? 52. This is female with lunch. Female with lunch, how many are there? 35. Male with dinner, how many are there? Male with dinner, 124. Male with lunch, how many are there? 33. So simply to say, these 2 lines of code you are going to get in a single shot. That is nothing but crosstab. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Is that clear? Crosstab meaning is clear? Anyone having any question? What is the meaning of crosstab? Whoever is not clear with the crosstab, please ask your question. If it is clear, write in the notes. Now tell me, similar way, if I apply the crosstab between gender versus day, instead of this one, if I write here day, Now tell me what is the columns I'm going to get? What are the rows I'll get? In the rows, gender, what are the unique values of gender are there? Female and male. Now what are the days are there? In this data set, what are the days are there? In that alphabetical order. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday. Total 4 are there. In this alphabetical order, which will come first? Friday. Followed by, which will come next one? Saturday. Followed by Sunday. Followed by Thursday. Just alphabetical order. Okay. Now, within the females, how many of them are on the Friday? Females with Saturday. Females with Sunday. Females with Thursday. So just you are going to get the output like this. Females on Friday, females on Saturday, females on Sunday, females on Thursday. Males on Friday, males on Saturday, males on Sunday, on Thursday. So here you are observing that on Friday and Thursday, that is on weekdays, this particular restaurant is not having any difference between the males and females. But on the weekends, there are more amount of females are there. Males are there. Females are less. Now, in order to attract the females, what they are going to do is they are going to run some kind of special offer, Women Day, some kind of like this, exclusively to attract the females. Then now that females they have to attract, on what days they have to attract? Every day, na? No. Fridays and Saturdays, anything is same. They have to give the offer only on the weekends. Like that, the offers will be decided based on our analysis. That comes to the next one. Once we complete the data cleaning part, then I will enter into the data analytics project. At that time, I will tell you how we have to analyze the data. As of now, I'm not explaining the data analysis. Only I'm explaining what are the various functions are available within the pandas. I have not explained the data analysis. What are the various functions and what is the use of the function? Later, I will explain the data analysis for you. Okay, is the point is clear? Now, next one is in terms of crosstab. The crosstab is clear, right? And the crosstab should be applied on the two different categories. So, for example, if I take here total bill, instead of category, if I add the total bill, like numeric data, if I add here, what happens means numeric data will be multiple now. Multiple categories will be there. What is the use of that? There will be no use. If you apply on the numerical data 10.1 will be there, 10.2 also one category will be there, 10.45 will be there, 10.46 will be there, 10.465 will be there. Like that, infinite values will be there. So there will be no use on applying on the numerical data. So instead of applying on the numerical data, if you apply on a categorical data, then there will be some use. Is the points are clear? Categorical data, there will be use. What is the categorical data you have to select means? Here, what are the categorical data means? Which are in the object format. Which are is in the object. So along with the gender, if you add the smoker, then you will get with respect to how many no's with females are there, how many yes with females are there. How many no's of male smokers are there, how many yes of smokers are there with respect to males, within the males. Okay. Or if you add with respect to time, or if you add with respect to day, there will be some use. But if you don't add like this by considering the categorical, there will be no use. Is the point is clear? Now, next one is types of data. Now, next concept is types of data. This one you have to write in the notes very clearly. What are the different types of data we are having? But before writing, first understand, later you write. First, data. What are the data we are having? Data is of, one is structured data. One is structured data. One is unstructured data. One is structured data. One is unstructured data. What is meant by structured data? Structured data means which is having a proper structure or some rule, which is nothing but tabular data. Unstructured data means which is not having any kind of a rule. Like what are the unstructured data comes means text data, audios, videos, all this comes under audios, videos, along with images, where there is no rule. And structured data means where there is a rule, which is called as tabular data. Now to process the tabular data, in the data analysis, we are using only the tabular data. We'll never work on the unstructured data in the data analyst role. And if you want to work on the unstructured data, you should go with the AI. 100% we have to enter into the AI. Without using the AI, we cannot process the unstructured data. We cannot analyze or we cannot do anything on the unstructured data. Now structured data means tabular data. Now in the structured data, we are having two types again. First one is called as cross-sectional data. What is meant by cross-sectional data means which is not dependent on the time. A data set which doesn't depend on the time. Okay, time variable is not important here. Time is not important. If the data set depends on the time, it is called as time series data. Okay, in the given data set, if you are having time series variable, it is called as time series data. Now, cross-sectional data, again two types. One is continuous, or instead of writing all these things, let me make still more simple. So what are the different types of data we are having means one is continuous, second one is called as count, third one is called as categorical, and the fourth one is called as time series. Time, that is nothing but date and time. Total 4 are there. One is continuous, second one is count, third one is called as categorical, and the fourth one is called as time series. Okay. Now, what is meant by continuous? Continuous means a numerical data with decimal, which has a numerical data which has possibility of decimals, possibility of decimals, which is having the possibility of decimal values. That data is called as continuous data. Example for this is age column. Okay, age of the person might be 24, even 24.4, 24.5. Anything can be there. And like money in terms of salary. If you take salary of a person, salary 65,000, 5 pies. Wherever the money comes, pies also will come into picture. Wherever the money comes, money related anything. So here in India, we are not having the paisas in the salary, but in the US still cents are available in the salary also, because they are going to reduce the tax. Tax will come with respect to some cents, and they are going to remove that one and balance, including the paisa also, they will credit that money. So their money will be in terms of like total bill amount. Earlier in this data set, total bill amount, whatever we are having, it comes under continuous. Tip amount comes under continuous. So wherever the money comes, money always is a continuous variable. And length. For example, you are having the height of the person, length, height, all this comes. Height of the person, 5 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet. 4 feet means 4 feet only will be there. 4.1 feet will not be there. 5.2 will not be there. 5.4 will not be there. So possibility is there now. Sir, for example, in my data set, I have received a data set like this. In the data set, height is there, height of the person. 5 is there, 6 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 5 is there. In my data set, only ints are there. Ints are there means height comes under int variable. No. Here they have not given. You should not decide based on the given data. You should decide based on the column name. Column name is having the possibility or not, you have to decide. For example, weight of the student. Weight of the student in this class, one student asked what is the weight? 65, 68, 72, 79, okay, 58. Something they have given the values like that. Means only int is possible. Wait, decimal is possible or not possible? Possible, but here in this data set, it is not there. Now weight comes under which category? Continuous or int? It is a continuous variable. So weight also comes under this one. Is the point is clear? Wherever there is a possibility of decimals, all the column names comes under continuous. And count. Count means a numerical data where there is no possibility of decimal. Never you will get the decimal in that. There is no possibility only. A numerical data which has no possibility of decimals. Never you can get. It is not possible. Example. How many cars you are having? How many bikes you are having? How many subjects you are having? So literally it is equal to how many. Count means it gives the how many. Count variable means how many. Size. In this data set, size column is there now. What is this size column? How many members has visited the restaurant? It comes under which category means count. 2.5 members is possible? No, never it is possible. 2.5 cars is possible or 2.5 houses is possible. So here number of, how many or number of, your number of also comes under count. It will be always in the int only, number of. You have taken a loan. How many months? 4 months, 5 months, 10 months, 12 months, something. 12.5 months will be there. 12.4 months. So loan will be in terms of with respect to loan tenure in months. They have given means int. Is the point is clear? Now this is a continuous variable and this is the, now generally whenever you take the count variable, the count variable will be always int only. Never it will be in the float data type. Always int only. If it is not in the int, if it is in the float or if it is in the object means some wrong data or wrong data type is there. You have to do the data cleaning. Now continuous variable will be in the what format? It is going to be in the float or it can be even in the int also. Both are possible for continuous. For count variable, both are possible means no. For continuous count variable, only one possibility is there. So this one comes under number of bikes, number of cars. Okay, number of mobile phones, number of books. Okay. Now next one is time series. Now what is meant by time series? Time series means which is date. Date column comes under date, date along with the time, date along with the time. These all comes under time series variable, whichever is in the date format. Date format or date along with the time format, that comes under time series variable. Date. Okay. So for example, today's date is 25th October 2024. These comes under time series columns. Now coming to the categorical. Last one is categorical. Now what is meant by categorical? Categorical means the data which is in the text format. The data which is in the text format, and this one always will be in the object only. The data type will be always object which is in the text. Text data is called as, what are the text data is there? The text data is called as categorical. Okay. Each unique value. How many unique values are there? Each unique value is called as category. One unique value is called as one category. How many unique values are there? That many categories are there. Each unique value is called as category. And within the categorical, you are having again two types. Within the categorical, you are having the two types. The first one is called as nominal. Now, second one is called as ordinal. Nominal and ordinal. Now, what is meant by nominal? Nominal means where there is no order. No order. between, no order between the categories. Between the categories, if there is no order, it comes under nominal. If there is a order between the categories, it comes under ordinal. Example. For nominal, what is the examples? Like name of the person. Okay. For example, here we are having the name of the person like this. Prabhas. Name one is Prabhas. Second name is Mahesh Babu. Third one is Arjun. And fourth one is Pawan Kalyan. Now, which one is, what are the unique values? First tell me, what are the unique values? 4 unique values are there. Can you apply any order between them? This is the top one, this is the next one, this is the next one. Can you keep anything? Which is the best name? Okay, if you feel that this is the best name, then why it is not your name? If that is the best name means your name is first name, huh? No, right? So they are just names of the person. Just they are names. Sir, Prabhas is higher, sir. That I'm not saying with the hero. I'm not saying with the hero name. Sir, for example, here hero name is the column name. Then also it is name only, na. I'm not asking with their, sir, Prabhas will take highest denomination, sir. He is now pan-India star, sir. That is, that where that all these things are there. That is not in the data set now. That is your individual feeling. Here, what are the categories are there? Tell me what are the categories? Prabhas, Mahesh Babu, Arjun and Pawan Kalyan. Can you apply any greater than symbol or less than symbol between them? This one is greater than this one is greater than this one. No, they are just names. Now, for example, if you go with the country name, heading is country. India, Russia, USA. Now, which one is top? That is your feeling. That is your inner feeling. But they are just names. You are saying US is the top. Based how we on what criteria is GDP. You are thinking from GDP. I am thinking from population point of view. Then, if I see from the nuclear weapons wise, then who told you that in which category I'm saying? Here just they have, what are the categories are given to me? India, Russia, USA. Can you apply greater than or less than symbol between these only? Don't think, did I told that GDP? Did I told the nuclear weapons? That not there now. Here only country name is there. See from the name point of view. So any name, person name, country name, city name, any name comes under nominal. City names, list of city names, country names, any country name, all this comes under nominal. Now, for example, you are having here English letters, alphabets, A, B, C, D, F. Okay. Now, which letter is best one? They are just letter names, English letters. It is called as nominal. Now, the same column name, instead of letter, it is letter grade. Grade. Side grade is there. A, B, C, D, F. Now, everything is same. Huh? Now, A is better than the B, B is better than C, C is better than D, D is better than the F grade. You can apply the one order. Now, this comes under ordinal. This comes under. Now, let us take one more example here. I'm writing one. Let us S, L, XL, M. Now, whether it is nominal or ordinal, means it is nominal only. We can't say that one. Whether it is nominal or ordinal, we can't say because you have not given on the top what. On the top, first you write what is the column name. Without writing the column name, if you are asking, what I have to tell? First write the column name clearly. Column name is shirt size. Now every letter is same, huh? No, right? Small letter is less than the medium. Medium is less than the large. Large is less than XL. So you can either apply less than or greater than. In the reverse order, if you do, greater than symbol will come. Either less than symbol or greater than symbol. If you are able to fit between the categories, then it comes under ordinal. If you are not able to fit the greater than or less than between them, that possibility is not there. Not your feeling. Others' feelings also should be the same. Universal. For every person, the logic should be the same. India, Russia, USA, if I ask, one student will say US, one student will say India. One person, one answer, I don't want. Now, can anyone change the order? For everyone, order is same only, na? For you, for me, for any person, the order is same. Order is same means ordinal. The person to person order is changing means that is their feelings. Now, there is one more column, gender, male and female. Which one is high? If you say anyone, that is your feeling. Females will say females are greater, males will say males are greater. That is individual feelings only. But answer is, it is a nominal. Both are same. No difference. Right? So just they kept the name. For males, they have given the name as male. Okay, just their names. Is the point is clear? Everyone? So please write in the notes. If everything is clear, write in the notes. If not clear, ask what are the question you are having. Every text comes under categorical only. Along with that, employee ID, only number is there, serial number is there, means serial number comes under, that also categorical only. Each person, one na. Separate category na. That first ID is the column is there. Employee ID, whatever the question you are asking na. Employee ID only will not consider for analysis. If in the reality, if you get the employee ID of a person, we'll drop that column because every person will have one ID. What is the analysis you'll do in that? How many people are starting with the employee ID number, this one? How many Aadhaar card numbers are starting with this number? We are not going to do like this, right? Every person will have one ID. What will do with that? Aadhaar card number, PAN card number, serial number, employee ID number, all these columns will be deleted. Analysis means at least something common should be there. Every record has individual value will be deleted. That column will be deleted. Name of the person will be deleted. Column phone number will be deleted. What we'll do with the phone number? What analysis we'll do on the phone number? What analysis we'll do on the email address? Every person will have one now. How many email address will start with the yes letter? We can't do like this, right? There'll be no use. If anyone has any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having? If no questions, that is the end of the session. And here I'm going to upload you the Pandas notes. Just I'm trying to upload the Pandas notes. So Pandas 2.1 was uploaded and I'm going to upload the Pandas 2.2 along with the data set. So some of the functions are available in 2.1. Some of the functions are available in the Pandas 2.2. And yesterday's whatever the small data set we have executed and we have done all the examples now. That one I'm going to upload. By end of the day, I will upload that one. Once I convert into the PDF, I will upload that one also. In meanwhile, some of the functions will be available within this Pandas 2. Just I'm uploading the data set along with this. And apart from that, I'm also adding the topic wise task with the pandas. Pandas related task also I'm adding. Please cross check and please try to complete the pandas task by today. Okay, done. If you're having any questions, you can ask. Others, if you are having any questions, you can ask. If no questions, you can leave. If you're not having any questions, miss, you can leave. Yes, tomorrow we have the test, miss. No, as of now, no. You can please prepare, and we'll conduct the test in the on Monday. Monday after your class. No. Please prepare. Everyone, please prepare. Whatever we have discussed from the day one, please prepare everyone. Yeah, Mahesh, we are not having the class tomorrow. Next class is on Monday. The next class is on Monday. And after the Monday morning class, I will upload the question paper and you can take the test on that same day. Okay, please prepare. I'm giving the time for preparation and try to prepare.